So the breaking news now, Ekurhuleni Mayor Tania Campbell is out. Campbell received 91 votes with 126 votes against her. This is the second motion brought by the opposition coalition in Ekurhuleni. Now, in October, the DA mayor was ousted after the ANC brought forward a motion of no confidence, accusing her of failing to provide adequate basic services. She was reinstated less than a month later after beating ANC candidate Jongizizwe Dlabathi in mayoral elections. Now, earlier this month, the opposition bloc, which includes the ANC, EFF and minority parties, managed to wrestle away council speaker and chief whip positions from the DA. And now we have the mayor out as well. We speak to SABC reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa. Mbalenhle, tell us how this played out today, another dramatic day in another municipality in South Africa.
Yes, certainly, Francis. It is yet another municipality in Gauteng. You will remember that I was here when we first spoke to the Gauteng Provincial Secretary, Thembinkosi Ngciza, from the ANC, who vowed that they would be going around the province really to remove all the coalition governments that are governing the different metros, that they had managed to remove Popalati in the city of Johannesburg. They would do the same in Tshwane and the same in Ekurhuleni. Now we know how the city of Tshwane went, and now we're in the city of Ekurhuleni, and it seems as though while the mayor, there is a vacancy in the city of Ekurhuleni, it seems as though that vacancy will not be there for too long, because it seems there is someone who's going to be standing by and will be elected just today. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Talk to us about, what we can expect today. We understand and your feelings with regards to the outcome of what has happened today.
Firstly, good afternoon to your viewers. From where we are, really, it was inevitable. Campbell was always going to leave. It was a matter of time. We had to go dig deep, engage with these other political parties, including our own ranks and file, our structures, so that we're able to take each other through. It's a new, environment, but the reality is that we could not allow Democratic Alliance to continue leading our people in Ekurhuleni, because they are living in dire situations. This region has never been like this ever since, from 1994. It was worse in the recent times, because we believe that the ANC-led coalition was doing extremely well, whether it's the finances and everything else. Currently, as we speak, you go around Ekurhuleni, the waste collection has collapsed, let alone the finances of the municipality. DA is a failure of a party. It only can work in the Western Cape because they take services to only white areas. They don't care about our people, and the reality is that we can't allow that in our province. We have to push them back, and the reality is that they are not even in majority in council. So we are putting a new mayor today, and some of the small parties, or rather the coalition partners that we've been working with, including AIC, we have agreed with them that we're putting a mayor who's going to be coming from AIC, who's got experience in council, who's been here from 2016, who is a disciplined person. And we believe that together with the collective that is going to go with, which, of course, some of the issues we raised was that the experience will be important, the issue of gender, the issue of youth, and so forth and so on. All those positions must be filled by people who will be able to deliver, move with speed, make sure that people of Ekurhuleni see the impact immediately. You'd know things like the bursaries, 100 million bursary that was taking our children to school. We know it's not a competence of the municipality, but because you are in an area like Ekurhuleni, where many of our people really are the ones who are suffering, who can't even pay for those bursaries, we had to. The budget, they had moved completely away from that, leave the issue of indigence.
Oh, that was actually going to be my next question, that, in Tembisa and across many townships, the biggest point of contention is the indigent program and the lack of free basic services which were taken away from residents who survive on social grants. Are we going to see those being reinstated?
That's part of the minimum program we have with the partners that we are going into partnership with. Part of what we said even on elections, you remove the ANC-led government. These are some of the things that you are going to have to, they'll be taken away from you. That's what we said to our people. And sometimes our people, when we speak to them, they think some of these things are automatic. They don't know that you come to council, you debate, you win them, and then they get implemented. It's called IDP and many other issues. Part of the programs, in fact, it is good that immediately after this we are going to fix the issue of budget adjustment so that we are able to fix the issue of indigence, because it is our program. It is our program to make sure that the budget of the city talks to the poor of the poor. It is a pro-poor budget. Of course, it must talk to many other people, but you can't neglect the people who are suffering the most, who are from COVID, or people who have lost jobs. There are many other issues, including the state of our currency as we speak. So, and unemployment is very high. So the reality is that we will make sure that the pro-poor budget comes back in the city of Ekurhuleni.
Certainly. Twane, you spoke to me a while back where you vowed to remove the mayor in Twane and replace them with maybe an ANC, EFF-led coalition. What do you think of what has happened since our last conversation?
One thing that we all knew from the onset is that in Tshwane, if you bring I would say the racist parties together, they've got more numbers. But the reality is that those who are in the Action SA who have been fired today, who know the pain of being led by a racist party called the Democratic Alliance and the Freedom Front, now that we must say Action SA is now falling into that trap. In fact, at some point, Action SA was willing to go to bed or to a proper alliance with Afrofora. So that tells you what Tshwane is about. There is a serious pushback from the people of Tshwane, including the councillors of these political parties. We believe in that part of the province. We are mounting a proper battle. We are mounting a proper pushback. They have never been contested before. It's just that we had a doctor there, our good doctor, who disappointed us at the last hurdle, who was not necessarily entirely honest. But outside of that, the people of Tshwane are standing up. You will see come next year, 2024, the results of Tshwane are going to show that DA, Action SA, and Freedom Front Plus will be pushed back because they are one party.
Okay, thank you so much. I have to stop you there. I have to hand back over to you. Council is about to reconvene. We do understand that there is that short adjournment really for the intentions of councillors to come back and vote in and elect a new mayor in the city of Ekurhuleni. It's back to you in studio.